Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at KTALnews.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Morses, and this is your Monday morning forecast update. Quite the update today. Most of you at or below freezing to begin the day here. So our first freeze of the season, just about on time. We typically see that in the middle of November here. So it's a little early, at least for the cold weather that we're going to feel today, but it's not going to take long for the warmer weather to return for us. We'll be back to about 80 degrees by Wednesday after being in the 50s today. You heard that right. Our temperatures will even struggle to make 50 degrees this afternoon. Dry through Friday, but we are watching maybe our next chance of rain and thunderstorms coming in over the weekend. We'll get to that on Futurecast in just a moment. Before your Monday, take the heavier jacket with you this morning. We'll have temperatures down in the 20s and low 30s here at sunrise, struggling to reach 50 by lunchtime today, and we will see those temperatures in the low to mid 50s this afternoon. That's a good 15 to 20 degrees below average today, and you can see the early morning numbers down into the 20s north of I-30, so definitely some frost, even some ice out there early in the day today. And you can see all of that cold Arctic air, which is just moving down through the middle of the country. High pressure is situated to the northwest of us today. You can see that moving south across the plains. So that's what's pulling that cold north wind across those bitter cold temperatures today. So given the north wind about 10 miles per hour, we are going to have a slight wind chill factor to the temperatures. So even as we reach the 50s this afternoon, I think it will feel like it's maybe in the upper 40s a little later today. So keep that jacket with you for any outdoor plans you have, not only this morning, but you'll really need the jacket this afternoon as well. But as I mentioned, a pretty quick warm up. Likely one more night at or below freezing across most of the region here. Areas like Shreveport likely above freezing tonight, but the northern Ark-La-Tex upper 20s, low 30s. You may want to cover up those plants again tonight and keep those outdoor faucets covered as well. And your temperatures tomorrow back in the 60s. We won't have as much of a north wind tomorrow. The south wind returns for us, but given temperatures in the 60s and still what will be a breezy wind, even though it switches to the south tomorrow. Pretty cool Tuesday for us, but we're back to about 80 degrees on Wednesday. So wide look at what's happening. Again, there's the jet stream winds out of the north here. It will take a few days, but we'll eventually shake the north wind here. You can see the upper level low that's bringing that cold air swings away pretty quickly, and we get this ridge of high pressure that will build in by Wednesday. And that means warmer weather for us. So those of you that are not a fan of the cooler weather setting up this quickly, we'll be back to about 80 degrees Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And there's our next storm system. Will likely be coming in over the weekend here. So I do have an increasing chance of rain. As of now, looks like maybe Saturday night and into the day on Sunday. But again, it's ways out here, so the timing's probably going to adjust somewhat. And if the timing moves up, that means we'll have a higher chance of rain on Saturday. Maybe the storms swing through by Sunday. So there is some uncertainty over the weekend. I would say there is some low potential, maybe to see a strong or severe storm out there. Nothing that jumps off the page and says that we'll see any widespread or significant severe weather at this point. But obviously, that could change as we go through the week. So just kind of keep an eye on the forecast here as far as that weekend storm potential. That will probably be the first time this month that many of us see rainfall, and it is good to see maybe half an inch to an inch of rain back on the 7-day rainfall map, and that will be with what's coming in this weekend. But given just how dry it is behind this cold front, do expect that we'll see some burn bans issued this week, so hopefully that rain that's coming over the weekend, hopefully most of it's Saturday night, that can alleviate some of the drought conditions that we're seeing here. But that front over the weekend will cool us down again on Sunday after a run of days here in the low 80s to wrap up the week.